If you have been told that there is no cure for functional neurological disorder, short for FND, that is not true. Recovery is absolutely possible, and I've seen it one too many times, but only if you do this the right way. So here's the problem. Most families are giving wrong advice or no real plan at all. So they feel like they're medical homeless, what I would call it, or medical reject. And this is exactly why teens stay stuck. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about exactly how teens can recover from FND, starting with the retraining the brain, breaking the vicious cycle, and working with the parents as a team. So let's dive in. Hi, my name is Dr. Lee. I'm a pediatric health psychologist and the founder of Teen FND Academy. I help hundreds of teens with FND and their parents recover from the condition so that they can get their lives back. And I've seen it one too many times, so I am fully convinced that cure is possible. Now, if you or someone you love is struggling with FND, please hit like button so that YouTube actually knows that this is important video and it shares with more people to boost up the awareness. So thank you for doing that. Now let's get back to the video. Number one, retraining the brain is the most important thing that your teen has to be doing as the first step. And what does that mean? Literally, FND happens because the brain is misfiring. So there's a communication problem between the brain and body, even though your child's brain and body are physiologically and structurally quote unquote fine. So the recovery is really starting from the teaching your teen the right patterns with this communication between the brain and the body, starting with literally baby steps of what is called graded exposure. So it looks like this. Pick a simple movement or activity that your teen can do or is willing to do. Now, having that empowerment is really the key, which I'm going to talk about later in this video. So it could be something like a get up in the morning at the same time, or a gentle walk, inside the house or around the house, or it could be choosing a fun activity and build from there. No matter what it is really important that your teen is the one who is committing to the thing that your teen is going to be doing and doing the thing consistently, not just once or twice or even like a day or two or 3 or 4 or 5 days. This is not so much of all day, every day, but sometimes every single day, at least 5 days a week. So this is a consistency that teaches the brain, oh, this is a new pattern. And with the repetition, the brain is going to learn, oh, this is a new way of connecting the brain and the body. So that's number one, retraining the brain. Number two, breaking the vicious cycle. So here's the deal. Many teens with FND avoid activities because they are literally scared of symptom flare-ups. And that also includes the parents as well. The more the brain reinforces and basically confirms that quote unquote danger signal, so making the symptoms worse, which is counterintuitive to exactly what you want to do. So it's really important for you and your team to learn to reframe this fear and use practical strategies to push through safely. Okay, so this is not about push and then go and then crush and burn. It is about, again, graded exposure, as I talked about earlier, and also having this self-advocacy. So what does that mean? It really starts with the mindset. So I talk about this in my online program, Teen FND Academy, about the importance of doing the right thing with the right mindset. And when I say the right mindset, I talk exactly about this, which is a hero mindset as opposed to a victim mindset. So your teen is basically no longer a helpless individual. Your teen instead is learning to be courageous while experiencing the fear. That's right, you heard me correctly. Two things can be true. Your child is still experiencing a fear just like you are, and also be courageous at the same time. These two things can coexist. Totally no problem. So let your teen choose, again, one thing that he or she wants to overcome and start with a smaller fear, like super small, and then use that hero mindset and also regulation strategies to deal with that fear better and effectively, rather than continue to avoid the thing that they're afraid of. And when you repeat this cycle, the more effective to face the fear with baby steps versus waiting for the symptom to just go away. Because trust me, the FND will not just go away. It'll stick with your child for as long as you want. But when you do these things, yes, that sort of going away wish will come true. Now, if you like this kind of practical advices so far, drop a comment with brain emoji, because I really like to know that yes, this is really helpful for you. Now, the third strategy is you, the parent. Your support is absolutely necessary, but not in a way that you might think. And here's why. Parent, you guys need to coach your teen, not coddle. What does that mean? Your job is to help teens build skills and strategies rather than accommodating the symptoms. There's a huge difference between empowerment and enabling. Enabling would look like this. Oh my gosh, my child is having these flare-ups. So every time he's in school and we are afraid, I think there is a bullying going on. And this is not good. So I'm going to pull him out of the school so that we can just focus on getting better. And when he is better, then he can go back to school, because otherwise there is no way that he can stay in school and recover from FND at the same time. Now, mind you, that is a very common reactions and then thought process for any caring parents on the planet. So I'm not saying like don't do it. However, when it comes to your goal of resolving FND, then I can tell you that is 100% enabling. Now, with the exception of if you're literally fearful of like a life-threatening emergency situation, then yeah, just use the common sense, don't keep sending your child to like that life-threatening dangerous situation. However, here's the deal. Your child is going to continue to experience, very likely for the rest of their life, some sort of conflict, discomfort, disappointment, discourage, fear, that kind of thing. Absolutely. So really the question is, are you willing to be around for the rest of your life, just monitoring and then ready to pull your child out of that kind of situation every single time? Maybe that is what you want. Great. If that is what you want, then hey, keep doing that, right? However, if your job is to literally teach your child building skills and strategies, so then your child is going to learn how to overcome those obstacles for the rest of their lives because it becomes part of who they are, then empowerment is literally the solution. And that is exactly how this is going to help resolve the FND for your child as well. So what does empowerment look like? Well, you're going to basically encouraging the effort, whatever that your child can do, and then celebrating small wins instead of just focusing on criticism or what's not working. And you're allowing discomfort for growth, even though in that moment it is painful. Yes, it is uncomfortable, and it is, yes, nail-biting moments. However, that's why you are in it. You are in it with them so that you are co-regulating with your child. You are showing this is how to overcome those fear and discomfort and conflict or any challenging situations. Now that you know how the recovery works, the next step is making sure you stay on track, because setbacks can happen. So I want to teach you what does that mean and then what to do about it. So in the next video, I'll show you exactly how to handle those situations without losing progress. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.